All right, so for the drop biscuit recipe, we've got 1 cup of flour. This is a recipe to make 4 biscuits. So we've got 1 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon sugar. It's because I'm having the recipe up. All right.
Formed in 2019, Macomb County Pride is a group of LGBTQIA folks and allies with a mission to create a supportive environment for the LGBTQIA community in Macomb County, Michigan. Though we can't be with you today, we send messages of love, hope, and community as we all face the COVID-19 pandemic. We are thankful that others have been able to rally virtual Pride events and are excited to support our friends and allies around the world. As a new organization, we are working to raise awareness in our community by producing local events like our Dragging in the New Year fundraiser and an inaugural Grassroots Pride Festival in Mount Clemens. We want to provide opportunities for our community to connect and be proud of who we are. Though we won't be holding our festival this year as we had hoped, we look forward to meeting you later this year at smaller programs we're working to put together in our area. In the meantime, we've been hard at work advocating for local communities to pass Pride Month resolutions, and as of mid-May are proud to announce that 5 Macomb County communities have so far adopted these resolutions for 2020. We are actively looking for more folks to join us and help our efforts in Macomb County. You can find more information at www.macombcountypride.com, and don't forget to connect with us on Facebook and Instagram. We'll talk with you soon. Do we have audio now? Can you folks at home hear us? We're not getting any response. All right. We're waiting patiently. Just want to make sure everybody at home is going to be able to hear us before we start moving forward. All right. Word is it. Forgive our delay, folks. My name is Phil Gilchrist. I'm the president of the board of Macomb County Pride, and I'm here today with fellow board members Cecilia and Ryan Reed, and special guest Crystal Harding, who's here to help us drag in the new year. Thanks to all of you for joining us at home. Before we get started, I just want to say that Macomb County Pride's mission statement is to create a supportive environment for the LGBTQ plus community and to be a resource in Macomb County. And last year has been a bit of a challenge, as everybody I think can relate to here. But we're looking forward to continuing this mission in 2021, and we're glad that you're here to help us kick it off right. There's going to be a number of different features today. With my co-host, I'd like to introduce some of what we have lined up for today's program.
So we're going to have a coffee demo called Dalgona Coffee. It looks really good. Coffee is one of my favorite things in the world. Coffee, wine, tequila, not in that order, depending on the day. And then later on in the show, I'm going to make micheladas.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That sounds good as hell. Enchilada, that's the food, right?
Michelada.
Minchelada. Oh, my bad. My bad.
Enchiladas are good too.
That's, you can tell I'm hungry.
So I am also looking forward to, in addition to the drink and food demos that we'll have, the updates on Macomb County Pride activities and programs that we're planning for the upcoming year. We're going to catch up on some of what we had initially started planning last year, but we're going to have more details about that.
We had
later.
so much planned. Oh my God, I was looking forward.
Yeah, it's true.
I was gonna go on my little tour. I called that my little tour.
Yeah,
I did.
And then the pandemic came in and ruined it all for us.
And canceled and just ruined my tour bus. I thought I was famous or something.
We were gonna try and make it. Yeah, Macomb County famous.
It was right.
Right, but we've got some resolutions and lessons learned from some friends who shared them with us too, and we're gonna play those for you a little later in the program and talk about some of our own goals and resolutions. Before we get too much further on, though, I think that we've got our first demo on deck here. Does that sound about right? Did I hit all of our talking points? I want to make sure we cover all of our territory. Dalgona Coffee with our guest barista, Kristen. Thanks for sending this video in for us.
Cheers.
Let's set that. That must have come in from Facebook.
Thank you, girls. Thank you so much. The last time I got dressed up in drag was like 4 months ago.
Wow.
Yeah, it hurt.
Well, that certainly looks like a delicious cup of coffee. You drink some more coffee. What do you got in that cup, Ryan? Oh, that'll work. That'll work all right.
That's how I drink my coffee. That's so crazy. Yay!
Good.
So if anybody's interested, they can go on our website, www.Macomb County Pride, to get the recipes for all of the items we're going to feature on the show today.
Yep, we have them all posted there already. We also, as Macomb County, been toiling through the last several months, we were able to finally get registered as a nonprofit organization with the state of Michigan. So that's pretty exciting.
Yay!
We have a drink for that. So that is as exciting as that item is, we're still not registered as a nonprofit with the IRS just yet. That's one of our big goals for the upcoming year. It's likely to take quite a bit of effort and probably some legal assistance. And we're going to need some of the money to pay for it. So if you feel so inclined, we'd encourage you to visit our website, www.macombcountypride.com. And also, when you're checking out the recipes, make a donation to help us reach that goal of being able to register with the IRS for nonprofit status in 2021.
Absolutely.
It's going to be really important. I think I mentioned gifts are probably not tax deductible at this point, but discuss that with your tax accountant. I'm no tax professional. All right. All right. We appreciate you trying to work that out for us, Ryan. So, Crystal.
Yes.
Why don't we talk a little bit about drag?
Oh, what? Oh, I mean, there's so much to talk about. You have to not. You got to simple that question down a little bit more for me. There's so much.
So we were talking a little bit before the show here about some of the different types of topics that we could talk about when it comes to drag. And one of the ones that you mentioned that I'm particularly interested in is sort of the process of getting made up. Can you tell us a little bit about how that?
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely. So my personal okay, so I'm gonna say how I get ready. Usually everyone does the same, but not like me. I'm crazy.
Mhm.
So I set up a whole little section in my at my house to get ready. Only because I like to be, and this sounds crazy, but some people like to listen to loud music, like party music. They'll have their drinks, cigarettes, and get ready. No, not me. I literally will get up 2 hours prior, and this just to get my makeup done, not to do anything else, just to do my makeup. I'll get up, I'll shave, I'll shower, do the whole shebang, and then I sit down in front of my mirror with my lights. I turn on a candle, I listen to country music, and then I start getting ready. That's my process. And then once it's all done, because I'm like very OCD, so everything's like in order and very clean and like neat. And like I have baby wipes that I like usually wipe my hands with every 5 minutes because of the makeup. I'm crazy. I'm telling you, it's so weird. And with doing makeup, you get really sloppy. Obviously, just makeup does that. And then after I'm done with my makeup, I'll pack my bags and then put on my little basketball hat and drive to the gig. That's how I get ready. I literally, it's really cool and relaxing. And the room that's my area has to be really clean, and it has to smell like vanilla. It literally has to smell like vanilla or any kind of candle that makes me relax. Which the one I have right now is called. It's actually lit right now. It's called hazelnut cream.
All right.
Yes. So that's my process of getting ready. But then because I feel like as I'm soothing myself, relaxing myself, getting ready. So when I get to the gig, that's when the explosion pops. I go crazy. Woo! Let's go. You know? But in the process
Yeah.
and during, I like to chill and relax and conserve my energy until I get there. And once I get there, the light switches and it's on. It's over.
Yeah.
That's my
Where,
process.
where do you get inspiration for your look?
Oh my god, good question. I got Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, obviously, TikTok. And so when I scroll through, I see different looks. Like Kardashians is one, but I can't look like them. Obviously, I wish I can. But like I'll just scroll through people's makeup tutorials and just I'll grab little things like I won't do the exact look they do in the makeup tutorial. I'll grab like one thing here and there that I like and I'll just put it on my face and then I'll just go from there. That's how I usually get my inspiration.
Okay, awesome. You kind of
Yes.
gather it from across the social media web.
Just wherever, like right now, I can look at the video and see you, Cecilia, and Chris. I can see like little things I can just grab here and there, and I'll make one big look. You know? Yeah, seriously. Like I'll grab Cecilia's hair, I'll grab your blue shirt, and I'll grab his headphones and make a whole look out of it. Like that's just how it goes. That's how I do my looks, and
That's great.
a lot of queens say the same thing. They really do.
Listen to country while you're getting ready. Who's your favorite country artist?
Oh my god, almost all of them. I love Luke Bryan a lot. I like Rascal Flatts a lot. Um, who else? I like Chelsea Ballerini, Carrie Underwood. There's so many. There's so many. It literally just plays on my Pandora. And then the other day, I put Celine Dion radio, and I like so many country songs before on my Pandora, like the thumbs up, to where it went from Celine Dion, Backstreet Boys to country. Like, how does that happen? But I guess they play what you like. So yeah, Carrie Under is one of Carrie, Luke, and Rascal are my top three. Yes, but there's so many that I kind of forgot their names. I know their songs a lot, but like there's a lot. There's a lot. I like it a lot. I know, and everyone's always shocked, like, Crystal, you don't look like you like country. I'm like, that's why you don't judge a book by its cover.
Right. When you perform, do you ever perform country?
No. No, I'll do like one or two songs, and that's Carrie Underwood. And they're both don't sound very country. Yeah.
Who are
I
some
would
of
love
your,
to. I would love to, but it's just their songs are not a lot of country songs are meant to perform.
Gotcha.
For a queen at least.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what are some of your favorite songs, or who are some of your favorite performers that you perform to?
So my three go-to songs that I usually do, I've been doing for years. I've been doing drag for like I think 16 years now, if I do the counting right. And there's three songs that I go to since day one, and I will never change it. And every time I do those songs, you would think it was my first time doing it because I make it always so fresh and so like interesting to watch. It's Christina Aguilera, "Come On Over." Very sassy, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully during Pride this year, if we have it, you will see these songs. I do Jessica Simpson, "I Think I'm in Love." So cute.
Mm-hmm.
And I do "How Will I Know" by Whitney Houston.
Love that song.
Me too.
Classic.
Those are my...
Mm-hmm.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said it's classic.
Yes, very classic. And those three songs, why am I stuttering today? Those three songs are my favorite songs to go to. And when I perform the songs I pick and the songs I do, I like to show the real me. And I feel like when you hear those songs, they make you smile, they make you bubbly, they make you want to go like energized and just positive vibes. And that's just literally who I am.
I love that.
Yes, seriously, it's exactly how I pick my songs is how I feel and how I want you to feel, and I'm always in that greatest mood ever. So
Yeah.
Oh, that felt good to say.
Oh, good. I always, and this is such a fascinating conversation. One of my big things is the arts, generally speaking. You know, in my day-to-day job, I run a center and train as an artist, and I'm always looking for the, art and artists. And drag is really another art form, isn't it?
It really is. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
People sleep on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and listening to sort of where you're getting your inspiration and how you sort of put together the persona that you're seeking to project is really interesting for me to hear about. I appreciate you sharing with us today.
Absolutely, thank you so much. It honestly feels good to talk about it because it feels like you actually care and you're getting to know it more. And it's not just us getting in drag, looking cute, and being bitches. It's us actually, we really mean it. Now, some people do pick songs where they look really bitchy, and I'm like, ooh, this is too strong. I can't do that. I just can't. When I watch them, they're giving that like, giving like weird looks and like mean looks, trying to be sexy. It's like, girl, it's not all about that. But that's their personality, I guess. But like I said, for you to ask that and make me talk about it, it feels good that you actually that you get to see a different side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, Alyssa. I just got a tip from Alyssa. Thank you, Alyssa.
Oh, that's great.
That's really
don't
sweet.
Forget, we've posted, I believe on Facebook, we have posted Crystal's Cash App and Venmo and PayPal. Feel free to send her a tip in appreciation for her time today, sharing with us about the drag profession.
That's so sweet. Thank you guys so much.
Absolutely. It looks like the info has been added into the comments of this video. You can look there for those methods of payment. Thanks, Alyssa, for bringing that to our attention. So, Cecilia, we have a book club.
We do. Absolutely. So, in partnership with Mount Clemens Public Library, we have Macomb County Pride has a book club where every month we try to feature a different book. The first book that we had that everybody read was The Melting Queen by Bruce Cinnamon. And all the books that we recommend are usually available for free on Hoopla. HOOPLA. It's an app, and you can use your library card to log on and download a digital copy of the book, or you can purchase the book, from Amazon or, I guess wherever else you can buy books. But our next book club meeting is going to be Wednesday, January 27th. We'll be discussing a new book. Well, we'll be discussing the book, A Melting Queen, and then introducing a new book. And so you can find information about the book club on our website and our Facebook page.
Nice.
I'm really looking forward to that discussion. I read the book as soon as we got that notification of the book title, and I've been waiting ever since to talk about it. It's actually a really good, if I may summarize it briefly. It's a young adult book, so it's a pretty easy read, and it's about a young person who doesn't identify the gender that they were assigned at birth, and the story of the Melting Queen gets sort of to the history of a tradition in Edmonton, Canada, Edmonton, Alberta, and I don't know if it's true and real like tradition or thing that they do by naming a melting queen each year who's intended to help keep the spirits of the city up throughout the long winter into spring when the river that runs through the city melts, the melting queen. And the main character in this book, the protagonist, River Runson, who doesn't necessarily feel as though they are worthy of being named the Melting Queen, but get named as the Melting Queen nonetheless. And the story is sort of about how they experience that and what it is, some of what they go through. It was really interesting, and I was glad to have had the opportunity to read it. And I'm looking forward to some additional good reads with this book club. So
Nice.
What was that date again, Cecilia? January 27th. We were going to meet to discuss this one. Great. Make sure that's
yes, January 27th.
Thanks to the Macomb Public Library, some of the book selections and participating in with us.
Yay, thank you.
Yeah, have them on board. Good partners.
Absolutely. Thank you, Chris, for the tip. I'm going to randomly just jump in and say that every time I get one, just so I can appreciate it.
That's allowed.
So when I do it, I don't want to sound like I'm cutting you guys off.
I'm going to randomly take sips of champagne, so
that's the same thing. So thank you so much, Chris. I really appreciate the tip.
So I know that we've said it.
Yeah, you cut out for a second.
We've said it a couple of times already, but I'm going to say it again. Was that pretty clear? Visit our website, www.macombcountypride.com. You can check out our calendar. You can see some of our upcoming programs and events like the book club. You can get the latest information and updates from us with our email newsletter. You can sign up to volunteer, or you can make a donation, or check out the recipes that we're sharing here today.
Nice.
Let's see. Yeah, that was everything. That means I'm doing good. This is why I make notes. But Ryan's getting a little hungry, so I think that we've got another video coming up here. My brother, Chef Nick, is showing us how to make cheesy bacon biscuits and bacon gravy, right, folks?
Oh my God. You guys, I'm telling you.
I love bacon.
My appetite is like crazy. This Corona diet is driving me nuts. Everything sounds good. Let's see this video.
All right.
All right, so for the drop biscuit recipe, we've got 1 cup of flour. This is a recipe to make 4 biscuits. So we've got 1 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon sugar. It's because I'm having the recipe off the top of my head. This is going to be confusing.
Should I write this down?
You know what? I'm not going to say how much. I'm just going to do it. That's how we fix that problem.
That's how we print the recipe too.
All right. In the bowl, we got 1 cup of flour. To that, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder, some baking soda, and then that's like 3/4. So
it says 3/4. So
2/6.
2/3.
That's pinch of salt. We're going to get a little extra pinch because I like to taste the salt in my biscuits. And just a little bit of sugar. Something like 1/2 teaspoon of sugar.
Yes.
Alright. Blend those together with flour to ensure even, consistent biscuits. And then the tricky part. So instead of cutting cold butter into the flour like you would normally do, we're going to take warm butter and pour it into cold buttermilk. Let that mix together. Rest for a minute so that the butter can solidify. That's kind of scary looking. Alright, then we take your wet ingredients right into the dry. Use a rubber spatula. Go ahead and mix that all together. We have a nice ball of dough here. It's not too wet, not too dry. It's still kind of lumpy. That's how you want it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. Ready? Yep. All right, we're gonna go ahead and lube the cast iron Dutch oven with just a little bit of bacon grease so that nothing sticks to it. We're going to put a low heat on it just to warm it up. Go. Let me get that other stuff on. There you go. There you go. All right, go ahead. Fire that up and put it on a nice low heat because you just want to warm it up a little bit so it's not cold going in the oven. Oh yeah, that was the other thing I forgot. The bacon and the cheese. Optional bacon and cheese. Mix that in. Fold in your bacon and cheese. The semi-optional bacon and cheese.
It's not a real option, let's be honest here.
Lesbianics. Well, that turned into a single ball of dough. Whatever, we're still gonna drop biscuits out of them though. Leave them apart. Alright, and now the transfer to the oven. Got the oven preheated to 425 degrees. Set those in for 10 to 15 minutes. So we're going to need, that's where that other spoon went. Oh yeah, that's looking nice, huh? Honey butter, because why not? And a little bit of honey butter, just about a tablespoon of butter, tablespoon of honey. Just go ahead and 30 seconds in the microwave or so. Now we have the bacon fat rendered out for the gravy. That's pretty good. See, we've got a pretty good amount of fat along with our bacon. At this point I've turned the stove off because it's cast iron, it's got plenty of heat in it. I'm going to take, this is a half cup measuring cup, we're going to go ahead and try to do about a quarter cup of flour. Sprinkle in there. You don't want to put too much because then you'll wind up with way more gravy than you need. And take your whisk to it. Make sure to get that flour broken up and blended in with the fat as well as you can so you don't have a lumpy gravy. That will not help your hangover. You gotta be smooth gravy.
That's the real trick.
Alright. Still looks like we got Got plenty of heat in there. Stove is still off. I'm going to go ahead and add half tablespoon to a tablespoon of butter. A little bit of extra fat and a little bit of extra richness. Melt that in there. The color of the roux, your bacon roux, starts to darken a little bit. You can see it's starting to brown some. It's time to add some milk. The amount of milk you need varies depending on the amount of flour. That is probably not a soundbite that needs to go in because that feels obvious. Go ahead and let that simmer.
Not obvious to all.
And as it heats, it'll start to thicken nicely. Just keep stirring it so it doesn't burn. Alright. Get those buttered up and back in the oven for another minute or so. Biscuits. Let me redo that line. I'm too hungover for this shit. Let's get these biscuits out of the oven. Is that good? Look at that. Oh wait, make sure we're not looking in the oven. That looks good, huh? Some nice browning there. They're hot, so I don't recommend touching them immediately. Nice brown on the bottom. Woo. Alright, let those cool down. I think that concludes the cooking portion of today's crapola. Alright, yeah, you got it. Yeah. Alright, so then put like, yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Alright.
Gravy right onto that. Warm that up a little so it actually moves. Alright. I've got a ladle around here somewhere. I probably left one here, but it's kind of big, but that worked.
Yeah, that's I got it.
Yeah, nice consistency there. Alright, make a giant mess. Alright. That was close. Yeah. This is the part that makes it cost an extra $5 at the restaurant.
So much bacon. At least one of our followers on Facebook is drooling from watching that gravy all over that biscuit. It was that was something.
So
Thank
good.
you, everybody who's tuning in at home with us today. Don't forget that you can see all of the full recipes on our website, www.macombcountypride.com. So let's see. I would like, for all of you who are watching, I would like you to share in the comments on this video. Are you going to make this? Are you going to make some bacon and was it cheesy bacon biscuits and gravy? Mm-hmm.
And if you are, I'm on my way.
Yeah, Crystal will be there in no time. Just text her your address.
Cecilia and I will be there in a heartbeat.
Yes, indeed.
We got this. We'll help you. We'll help you clean up too. I'm
not gonna lie, gravy always seems a daunting thing to make, but after you do it a little bit, you kind of get something to practice.
I'm so hungry. Stop talking about food.
Okay, all right. I know. I didn't have one drink. I didn't drink enough because I still had all this champagne left over that I've been drinking now. So
it's going to good use, Phil. It's going to good use. So don't worry.
I wasn't going to waste it.
No, and I would have beat you up if you wasted it. So you're doing good.
I think.
What is that?
Chris might have beat
what is that?
I'm drinking a michelada.
Oh, you have tahini on the top.
Yes, I do. We're going to go over this very soon here.
Yes. Yeah, we're gonna learn how to make that one at home.
Oh, sorry, I'm ahead of the game. Sorry.
That's all right. So that's just prompting me to get there a little more quickly. I wanted to share that in an effort to keep up communications with those who are interested in knowing what Macomb County Pride is up to, that's been a real challenge this year, right? Without being able to get together in person, trying to find ways to make sure that we're getting out the messages of what we've been up to have been something that's more difficult to do, right? I think that everybody's been going through similar challenges. And what we're going to be doing to try and facilitate the flow of information is starting a monthly talk show, kind of like what we're doing here today, but on a bit of a smaller scale, a little less grand, if you will, sorry to say. There's probably still going to be some drinking, so, don't shy away. But we're going to be talking about all the things that Macomb County Pride has been up to. We're going to invite some special guests in. We're going to cover some hot topics, sort of like a Sunday news show style setup. I think we're going to, wait, Cecilia, what was your idea? You wanted to call was that it? I think that was it.
You broke up for a second there. Ask again.
You wanted to call this endeavor
Brunching hard. Yes.
Brunching hard. Yes. We're going to do
brunch hard. Yes.
So you can tune in live on our Facebook page on the first Sunday of every month, starting in February, for half an hour, 45 minutes or so, and we're going to give you some updates on what we're doing and cover some topics of interest. If you have ideas for special guests, or if you have ideas for hot topics to cover, you can send those on over to us, either via Facebook Messenger or you can info@macombcountypride.com.
Also, don't forget to like the Facebook page for any updates that we decide to post through there. That's a big one.
Mm-hmm. Yes, what Ryan said. I mean, you're already watching us on Facebook right now, aren't you? So if you haven't liked us already, like and follow right now.
Some people might be watching from shared streams. Hopefully.
Ooh. Okay. Hey, that could be.
Yeah, during the video you guys were showing, I went to my Instagram, I went to my Facebook and all that, and shared. But I couldn't find the live stream on Facebook that I wanted to share. Is it on there?
It is. If you want to share it, it is in the New Year's Eve Dragging In Brunch event on our Facebook page. There somewhere. That I know. Right. That I know to be true. I am not the most social media savvy, I will admit that.
Me neither.
And I've been drinking champagne.
Nor am I.
It helps my situation in that
I found it.
Don't forget, you can share that on your own page. You can share that with your friends.
This is so cool.
We're going to do a little bit longer, folks, so don't be afraid to invite some people to join us.
I just added it. Oh, wow.
Awesome. We lost your video, though. I don't know where you went.
Yeah, because I'm out of the app. Give me 1 second. I gotta, oh my God, this makes me so happy.
Good. We are. Let's see here. We talked about the biscuits and gravy. Has anybody chimed in on Facebook about that recipe yet? Or are they making it at home? We haven't been told. So we also let's see. Oh, we've got some drag discussion up next. What do y'all want to talk about related to some drag here for a few minutes?
Oh God, here we go. I'm excited.
Why don't you tell us? What do you want to talk about, Crystal?
I don't look. You guys. Okay, this is what you guys. Okay, there's so much to talk about. So like, I need give me a topic. Like
So,
I
have one. How did you get into performing drag? How did you start off?
Okay, it's funny. Good question. It's actually a really good question. It's a little long, but I'm gonna try to make it short as I can. So I'm Middle Eastern, right? So I'm Arabic, so it's like really hard. When I was younger, when I was actually 16, it was really hard to even be gay. So I was like, oh, I want to go to the gay bar. I want to see what's this. I want to see what's that. I want to see more gay people like me. I don't know what's going on. So I met this girl and this guy that was, I think, went to one of the friends I went to school with his friends, and then I slicked my way to become their friends because I'm like, ooh, finally somebody that I can like talk to about it, but not really. So they took me to the gay bar. And I was 16. I know I was underage. Don't do this, kids. I went to the bar, and then I was dancing by myself, and then these two kids came up, not kids, two younger gay guys came up to me and said, hey, how are you? They introduced themselves to me, and then from there, I'd go by them every weekend, go hang out with them every weekend. And then one day, they had a drag show that Sunday, and one of the drag queens canceled on them. And they're like, well, they called me Mark. They're like, Mark, we need somebody. Come on, please. Can you do it? I'm like, ew, no, I would never put a dress on, or I'll never wear a wig. And then they finally convinced me to do it. So then I had to shave my legs and get a little outfit from I think it was like Forever 21 or something like that. And right at the club, right before I went on stage, I was in the bathroom getting ready because back then it was like you get ready wherever you can. So I'm getting ready, and they came up to me like, what do you want your name to be? What do you want your name to be? I'm like, I don't freaking know. Call me Crystal. And I always loved the name Crystal. And then from there, literally from the bathroom to the stage, I went. And then I didn't know how this was. I thought it was a joke. Like, oh, a boy in a dress dancing, da-da. As soon as I turned around, I see all these flashing pictures and all this money. And I'm like, and all these people cheering me on. I'm like, oh, wait, I can get used to this. And then from there on, it just went. And it's history from there. It was a good time. I never thought I'd be doing it this long, or I didn't think I was gonna enjoy it this much, and since then till now I have not stopped.
How long have you been doing drag?
Oh, you're about to say my age, Cecilia.
Oh no.
I mean, I've been only doing it for a year and a half. No, I'm just joking. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Yep, 17 years.
Ooh, wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Where do you normally perform?
That's a loaded question too. I perform a lot of places. All over the city of Michigan.
You got a favorite spot in that case then? Not to pick favorites, but we all have our favorite.
Yeah, I gotta answer this question wisely. I don't have a favorite. Every booking it's different. Like, so I do this booking in Bay City once or twice a year, but every year and every time is different. So say I was booked September 1st and September 29th, just for throwing a date out there. The 1st and then 29th. Sometimes the 29th could be way better than the 1st, and the 1st could be... So it just varies of that day and the people, and if it's not a full moon outside. So it just depends. So, I mean, I like them all. I wouldn't go if I didn't like them because obviously I got control of the booking. They call me. They want my service. If I don't like the place or the venue, I wouldn't go. But I haven't went through that in 17 years, so knock on wood. Everywhere I've been has been really good. And they treat me really well, and I love all of them. They're so sweet.
What's your favorite part of performing?
My favorite part?
We have a ton of questions. We're just ready to go.
My favorite part is actually performing on stage, my little 4-minute song, and then talking on the microphone and getting to know people. I love that part And I love when people react back to us, like when we're on stage and we make a joke, or if it's funny or not funny, just freaking laugh. Because like there's so many people out there, but I never have a problem, knock on wood. And I feel like with Pride, I love doing Pride gigs because there's all like new kids and new like the new generation growing up, and I feel like I relate with them more than going to a 21 and over bar and they're all drinking and partying, which I can still adapt to. But I'm young at heart, so I like to do stuff like that. But that's my favorite part, is the reaction, being on the microphone and performing.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
We do have some comments from Facebook. We've got Chris Kipp, who says that he remembers watching a baby Crystal perform at the Rainbow Room.
Oh, the Rainbow Room!
He is also curious to know, who is your drag mother?
Oh, my God. Well, my drag mother was Ruby Holiday. And then from Ruby Holiday, went to Destiny Hunter, which they're both great entertainers.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
that's a good question, Chris. I like that question.
Yeah, he was right on that. And I'm trying to keep up.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I couldn't hear you.
There's a delay, and so I'm trying to keep up. We've got more comments here. Drag shows are so fun. Thanks, Angela. Chris again says that we love her legendary flips while wearing high heels. Was that one of your drag mothers, or is that you?
That's me.
Legendary flips, huh?
Flips and dance, and I'm pretty good. I'm pretty awesome. Yeah, but that, like I said, that comes from the energy you give me. Like, say you four right now are watching me perform, and I'm performing. If Phil or Cecilia's like, wow, it's giving me that, I'm like sucking that energy out of you and getting the adrenaline to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So when you give me bad feedback, I sometimes tend to like try to do good still, but when I don't get that good vibes, I'm like, oh, come on, guys, wake it up.
Well, there's another 23 people watching us on Facebook right now, too. So does that help?
Oh, yeah. Woo! No.
Yeah.
No, Chris, thank you for asking. That's really sweet.
We did like an audience stream. That way we can just like chime over to them and see everybody going, woo!
Yeah, I like to see.
Great.
It's different.
That'd be hilarious.
It's different at the venue because I can see them move and like visualize, and then now it sucks we have to do it. Oh, thank you, Crystal, for the tip. I appreciate that. Crystal with a K. No, it's Crystal with the C, Miss Robinson. No, it's cool, but thank you so much. But I literally miss performing, and it just sucks. The stuff needs to go away.
Mm-hmm.
I literally, at some of my venues, I have their mothers bring their kids because they watch me on social media. Because I have a TikTok too as well.
Ooh, there you go.
And TikTok, TikTok's a lot about kids, and I have like, some of my friends have younger kids, and we do like the little dance stuff they've been doing on TikTok. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but I have some family that come in when I did Hamburger Mary's in Toledo, Ohio. Oh, I forgot that. I performed in Toledo, Ohio as well. I did a gig there, and this lady brought her child, two of her kids, and her kids were so in love with me. And we did a TikTok together, and she posted on social media, and it's got like almost like 5 million views and stuff. And everyone's kind of like, that's so sweet that your kids are open-minded and you tell your kids about stuff like that, which is great. And stuff like that means so much to me. Like it's not all about being gay or being a drag queen. It's just like, just love people no matter what you are, who you are, And that's what those two little girls are so cute. Stuff like that means so much to me. That's one of the main things I love performing and hosting prides.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of younger kids out there that just don't care what you're doing. They just love the vibes you give out, And I like to inspire some people as well if I can.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. I like that. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Well, we're going to move things along a little bit here. We've got some comments I want to catch on Facebook. Chris and Peggy both sound like they're going to be trying out that cheesy bacon biscuits and gravy recipe. Let me know how that goes.
Yes.
Peggy, by the way. Marguerite says those biscuits look amazing, and I will tell from the taste testing that they were. I don't know that I'd ever had a biscuit with bacon in it before, but leave it to my brother, and he'll come up with a way to add bacon. So, Crystal Anthony says, "Love you, Crystal Harding." So we've got him watching.
Love you too.
Well. Good. So I think that we were all curious about that drink Cecilia, that you had. I know Crystal in particular was curious. Can you share us a little bit more?
So we're going to do our michelada demonstration right now. So I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see I have a little setup here. And the recipe, again, is on the website. And I think it's on our Facebook page as well. So you can check out the recipe. And I'm going to turn it over. And I have my assistant, Rudy, here helping me out. All right. How is that?
Yeah, pick up the...
Hi, Rudy.
Hi, everybody. Can everybody see me?
There we go. We can see you now.
There we go.
Yep.
Hi.
You're on the big
Today,
screen.
we'll do a demonstration of a michelada. The whole process of the michelada is when you're hungover. So this is the whole notion of it. So you want to rim your top with lemon. Then you're going to use the tahini, put it all over the top. In this particular point, I've got it all set. So I know you guys are under time. Eventually your rim looks like that.
So we found at a store a cup that has the stuff on the rim already. So, but it was at a specialty like Mexican store here in Mount Clemens that we found these. But if you can't find these at the store.
I have two questions, Cecilia.
Yes.
One, what exactly is tahini? And two, where is there a Mexican grocery in Mount Clemens?
So there's the grocery store it's a little store. It's on Cass and Groesbeck. Like just before Groesbeck off of Cass. Just past the railroad tracks.
Nice.
I think I know.
That's what it's called. But it's got a real Mexican name, so you'll know it when you see it. And then tahini is a mixture of a whole bunch of different things. It's spicy. So it's like a chili powder almost with lime.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't it kind of sour?
It's a little sour, salty, and a little spicy.
It's so good. Oh, it's so good.
A lot of people eat it on fruits.
Especially on watermelon candy. Ooh, so good.
Yeah. So technically, then you're going to put some ice in there. You squeeze your lime in there. Lemon in this case. Put your shot of tequila in there.
We're using tequila because it's New Year's Day.
So this bottle is a De Leon bottle.
That's Cecilia's excuse that she's keeping to it.
Yes, she is. We're going to use a clamato, which is a kind of a tomato juice with spices in there.
So think of it similar to a Bloody Mary.
Yes.
Instead of vodka, it's beer that we use. And we're putting in a shot of tequila. You don't have to put in tequila. That's just something that we're doing today because it's a special day.
Much like the bacon.
Yes.
In that bacon and biscuits and gravy. I don't know that it's actually optional. You say it is. I'm not sure it really is.
It's really good tequila and beer, but go ahead.
And then you put in a little bit of hot sauce. The idea is the hotter the better.
And so this, again, much like a Bloody Mary, you kind of season it to your likings.
And you add the final ingredient. Now, you're supposed to use Mexican beer. Like I told Cecilia, for Mexicans, Bud Light is a Mexican beer. And that is a true story. If you guys ever go to the bar and there's a bunch of Mexicans, you're going to see them order nothing but Bud Light, Budweiser, and Miller Lite.
Coronas.
When you go to any other kind of bar where you don't see Mexicans, you'll see everybody ordering Corona, Dos Equis, Bohemian, and everything else.
Oh.
This is the drink of the Mexicans. Eventually, what you end up having is called a michelada. And people just like to put a little bit of salt, different kind of spices. In this kind, we're going to use a cilantro, lime, and salt and pepper. Just measure it according to your hand, whatever you like. And lastly, once again, a little bit more of the hot spice.
That is cayenne pepper. We like it spicy.
The idea is when you're hungover, the spicier the better.
Nice.
And you just mix it up. And you have your michelada.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Looks gorgeous.
Salud.
Chris says he needs to try this. He loves Bloody Marys.
They look so good.
We've also confirmed the name of that grocery store is Tolteca at Cafe.
Yeah.
That's it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Eventually, you're gonna have a restaurant down there in Grossback that's called Mi Pueblo, and they
I
specialize.
love Mi Pueblos. They're so good.
I've been
They're
watching.
bringing it from Southwest Detroit over here.
Yeah.
So enjoy.
Yeah, and this is not. We did not get paid to endorse either of these.
I love a good Mexican
We'll
restaurant.
send them the bill.
I miss the days of when I actually worked in Detroit, and I would go down to Southwest to get tacos for lunch.
Yes.
And I'm excited that Mi Pueblo is opening out here. That's good news.
Yes.
We have some additional comments here too. Peggy says that Aldi sells tahini in the taco supply section. Great citrus taste. I love Aldi, by the way. Didn't get paid to endorse that either. Beth says it looks delicious, and Chris says yum.
It is yummy. It is yummy. I can 2 thumbs up.
Okay, so I personally really don't like tomato juice. Tomatoes and I don't get along. What would you recommend I put in there instead of clamato or tomato juice? I don't like tomato.
Oh wow!
Let me
That's
throw
a
you-
good. That's a
You should
hard
just choose a
question,
different
Phil.
drink.
You're gonna have to get over it and drink it.
Do I have to retract that? Is that
Yes,
blasphemy?
that's you cannot. There's no other way to make an enchilada
Bloody
or a
Mary's not Bloody Mary without some tomato
without
juice.
with tomato juice or the other one. So
Oh,
we're gonna have to train you how to drink that. We'll just probably add
Come on,
more
Phil.
beer and more tequila
yeah. More beer.
Yeah, you just put the
and a lot of lemon, so you can. And a lot of lemon to kill that tomato taste. And we'll put some celery, bacon, anything else that we have
Bacon
to so
bits
you
for
can
sure.
kill the taste.
Yeah.
Other than that, we're just gonna make you a beer and tequila shot.
Or you're just gonna drink all over again without the Bloody Mary.
All right, file that one under unpopular opinion, I guess. All right, Amanda says cheers. I'll cheers to that. I drank the rest of the champagne. I'm on to beer now, folks. So there we are.
Wow.
I'm almost done with my drink. I'm going to have to make another.
Remind you of what's that, Ryan?
I said I'm going to have to, I'm almost done with this one. I'm going to have to make another when we're done here.
Oh, yeah. What did you say that one was that you're drinking there?
Oh, it's more basic. I didn't get any, like, vegetables or anything to go in it. But it's a Bloody Mary.
Oh, okay.
Some tequila.
All right.
Yep.
Gets the
That's
job
why they
done.
drink a Bloody Mary with beer.
Oh, vodka.
When I used to
Vodka.
bartend 2 years ago, I used to make the best Bloody Marys ever. So
They're my
good.
favorite. Yep.
They're so good. And you know what else is so good about it? Especially when you're really hungry and you want to drink. You're like, oh, Bloody Mary sounds so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it's like a salad in a drink.
A couple strips of bacon.
It literally
That's all
is.
you need.
It's like,
Some
and then
celery.
you eat all the garnishing. It's just perfect.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
Well, thank you.
Thanks, Rudy.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate your help today.
Thanks, Rudy. Thanks for
Bye.
getting us drunk.
All right. While Cecilia is resituating herself there, why don't we move on to some New Year's resolutions? We asked folks at home to share their 2020 lessons learned and or some New Year's resolutions with us. And we've compiled those into a video to share with you now. So, Ryan, would you please?
Yeah, I'll get that started.
Excellent.
Hello, Michigan. My name is Sarah Cunningham. I'm the founder of Free Mom Hugs.
And I'm Parker Cunningham, LGBTQIA+ advocate for Free Mom Hugs.
And we want you to know,
All right,
together
folks, back
or
in a couple
apart,
minutes.
you have moms, dads, friends, and allies all over the world celebrating you every day. Now bring it in.
Hello, Macomb, and Happy New Year from us at Stand With Trans. My name is Sage. I'm the program manager of Stand With Trans, and I want to wish you a happy, healthy 2021. If you're not familiar with Stand With Trans, we are a organization that intends to erase the stigma of being trans, and we do this through offering programming that will empower trans youth to thrive. We have life-saving support groups and resources, and we've moved them all virtual because of the pandemic. So if you are looking for support, if you're looking for community events for the trans community, if you are a parent or a caregiver of trans youth, we are here for you regardless of the situation. So make sure that you follow us on social media at StandWithTransMI on Instagram, at StandWithTrans on TikTok. We also have a website, standwithtrans.org, and a Facebook page. We hope to be able to see you in person sometime soon. Take care, everyone.
Happy New Year from Turning Point. We are the comprehensive domestic and sexual violence organization in Macomb County, including shelter, advocacy, counseling, forensic nursing, community education, and more. We know that folks in LGBTQ plus communities are disproportionately impacted by both domestic and sexual violence, and we welcome survivors of all genders and all orientations into our free and confidential services. You can learn more about us at turningpointmacomb.org. And remember, no matter what 2021 brings, we are still here for all survivors. We wish all of you a healthy, safe, and equitable new year.
All right, I think we're back, folks.
Yep.
So
and we're back.
And we're back. I'd like to thank everybody who sent in a resolution or video to include, share. And I want to ask each of our co-hosts here today, what's your resolution? What's a lesson you learned in 2020?
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Oh my God, I don't know why it's so hard to say. My New Year's resolution was to forgive and forget, or forget and forgive, and just move on in a positive way. And I think I've did that. My resolution last year was a big list, but I accomplished all of it. But the main one was just to forgive and forget and move forward and to clean up. Like I try to also clear patches up with people that I might have messed up with in the past that I didn't know I did. And I did all that. Everything's good. And I think I accomplished my resolution this year.
Good. I'll be honest. The only resolution I've made in
Oh, you cut out, Phil.
Oh, of course I did.
There you go. You're back again.
Am I back again?
Yeah.
The only resolution that I've made that I've ever kept is never to make another resolution. And that's halfway a joke and halfway not a joke. But I did. A big significant lesson that I learned in 2020 is that patience and kindness are virtues that are often undervalued. And that really hit home in the last. If anything, I think that if I were to pause for the upcoming year, it would be to exercise a little more patience and kindness.
Nice.
Very nice.
What about you guys, Cecilia, Ryan?
Yeah, I was going to say 2020 has been full of just, back and forth issues, new challenges for each one of us, things that we had to learn to overcome. And, it's like I got to a point where some of my work was out and I just was finding myself with, I guess, not much else to do. So my takeaway from this year, something I learned and kind of implementing it into going into next year, is just that you can't ever stop learning. Always try to find something new to put your fingers into, to get a hold of, to try out, just look around. If you find yourself bored, there's got to be something you can do. There's maybe something you want to teach yourself, or just something you want to try and do for yourself. I saw a lot of people going skydiving. That was like a huge thing for them, overcoming even a fear of, the heights. Or for me, this next year going forward, just kind of like to hone my own skills, I was looking to learn more about 3D design and creating scenes and just different things going forward for the virtual world. And that was kind of my something I got into during COVID, and something I want to really do next year, something to actually like, you know, add to my skill set.
Great. Peggy shared on Facebook that her 2020 mantra was with it.
You roll with it, yeah. Roll with the punches. That's what you got to do.
Yeah. Sorry,
Oh,
Cecilia,
Peggy.
what were you going to say?
I was going to say 2020 was a very significant year, I think, for all of us. Their number one, and I think I put this in my slide, equity and equality are really worth fighting for. And there's such a lack of that in the world in general, but specifically here in our country, for many people and for many reasons. And it's something that's important to keep fighting for.
Mhm.
And I think that's one of my biggest takeaways from 2020. And that's like broadly. And then personally, to really, I had the great opportunity to go on vacation with Phil. We went camping up north, and it was the first time I've gone on a real like vacation in several years, and taking the time to do that self-care and reset and connect again with the earth and nature. It was really significant, and it really helped to ground me in what I want for myself in my future and the impact that I want to have with my life. And so I think we're always presented with um, challenges, and then we have like decisions to make, and those decisions can take you in a number of directions. And this year has helped me determine which direction I want to be on. And so I'm really grateful for that. While it was a hard and difficult year, it was full of real significant, deep lessons. I think not just for me, but people in general. In especially spending so much time isolated, it's a lot of time to reflect about yourself, where you're
Absolutely.
going, where you're headed, what are you doing, and, to help make this world a better place. And I think that all of us, no matter how big or how small our contribution, can really help, even like Phil said, with just being kind and patient with one another is such an important thing, because there's such a lack of kindness, I feel like, in the world today. And we would all do better to be kind to one another.
Oh, that is so cute. Cecilia.
I cannot disagree.
See, that's the tequila in the michelada right there.
No, it's not. That's your heart.
Chris says, "Amen, Cecilia." I think that calls for a cheers, folks.
Cheers.
Yes, that's your
Time to
heart,
finish
Cecilia.
off.
That's salute.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Peggy says, "Well said."
Yes, that was really well said.
Yum.
So let's move along. It's hard to move on. Thank you, Cecilia, for those very salient,
uplifting.
I do want, though, to share that in 2020, one of the other things that we were able to approach and help to facilitate, one of the reasons that 2020 was a good year, is because we helped to get Pride Month resolutions passed in several communities across Macomb County. Those communities very specifically were Warren, Mount Clemens, Utica, Clinton Township, East Point. For the second year, East Point now has had for 2 years running Pride Month resolution. And then finally Roseville as well. We're going to be remounting those efforts to get Pride Month resolution in Macomb County communities in 2021. But we need your help to do it. We'll be contacting elected officials just like we did last. But we would request that you also contact your elected officials, whether you live in Roseville or East Point or Mount Clemens or Utica or another home county or wherever you live. Contact your elected officials and tell them that you support a Pride Month resolution, something that your government will adopt to proclaim a particular month, usually June, but not always, as Pride Month in your community. It's something that's very easy for elected bodies to do, and we can even provide of what the resolution themselves might look like if it's helpful for them. So I was really happy that we were able to adopt.
Cut out a little bit.
Oh, I'm cutting out, folks. Sorry. It's because I have a... So
you cut out explaining that too.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I cut out. It's what I do. My 2021 New Year's resolution is not to cut out anymore.
Upgrade the internet service.
Right. Upgrade my internet. Buy a new computer. That's where it's at. We're trying to get more Pride Month resolutions passed in 2021. So if you can contact your elected officials, tell them that you support the passage of a Pride Month resolution in your community, that's a small step that you can take to help us advance the equality and recognition of the LGBTQ plus community in Macomb County much more. I'd say that's a really important step that you can take to help articulate your support for this particular cause. So, now on the agenda, next up on bullet points here is some additional drag discussion.
I was going to say, we had our own personal lesson learned video that I was going to play after we talked about ours.
Oh,
remember?
I did not remember that. We have another video.
So we're going to throw that on real quick, just because it looks really nice, and I'm glad it was put together, and it shows just some of the other things that we were doing.
Thanks,
so
Ryan.
Get that going real quick.
Let's do it.
Yep, just some other additional responses from people who sent in their New Year's resolutions and what they learned from 2020.
That's great. Sorry, I'm watching to the side over here, and there's a delay on, so I'm getting distracted by watching the rest of that video. All right. Well, awesome. So let's take this theme of, it's a new year and change and resolutions. And Crystal, can you talk to us about how drag sort of reflects that change, that newness, that something different that the new year comes to embody for?
Well, I mean, if you really think of it, for drag queens, it's a new date. Because, like, gigs are gigs, but with the time being, with us being off of work, this gave us the opportunity to help us, like, oh, I dropped you guys. Sorry.
You all right there?
No, wait a minute. That's a sign saying, no, you guys didn't. No. So, with the time of us being off at this moment, actually gave us time to, like you said, recharge, reconnect with ourselves. Because when you're a drag queen on the go, and all you know is get ready, dance, get ready, dance, get ready, dance. Taking a break gave our body a break and gave us a peace of mind. but also to make us new again. It gave us time to make new costumes, new ideas, new hair, wash our stuff, and like just refresh ourselves again. And I think that's exactly what's happening right now, which is really, really great.
Yeah, after the last year that we've all had, I think it's a great opportunity for all of us to sort of reflect and refresh.
Yes, absolutely. Totally agree.
So, Cecilia, Ryan, do you have other questions for Crystal?
I would say in your line of work, doing just all that, you're used to giving a performance, being in front of people. Have you found a different way of like marketing yourself and growing your business?
Well, my social medias are helping, but honestly, to tell you the truth, like I said, I've been doing it for 16 years. Like it's literally on the go, 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 go. Like I don't even have time to eat with family, or I didn't even have time to eat myself. It was getting fast food. Like this break really meant so much because this dancing and flipping and talking to new people, old people, and always engaging and being in conversation, it literally gets exhausting. And I'm not saying by any means that I hate it, but this break that I took literally like gave me the biggest like, let me breathe for 2 seconds, and then now I'm back. So, that's what I would say.
Ready to go.
Yeah, I'm back. Like, let's go. Now I'm like, come on, gigs. Where are you? Where are you?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all fun. It's all fun, but sometimes people don't realize it takes a toll. It's just like a regular job. When you work over and over, same thing consistently, you kind of get like burnt out a little bit. But luckily for me and my friends and my fan base, they keep me on my feet. So do you guys, because you guys literally got me back in it, and I feel so good. Yeah.
What advice would you give to somebody who is looking to become a drag performer?
Stay away from bad people. No, I'm just kidding. Always learn. There's no such thing as right and wrong in drag, because like there's certain drag queens that like certain ways, other drag queens like certain ways, but as an artist and yourself, you can take advice from every other queen you want, take pieces from everyone and make it your own, and just go forward. If you want it, dream it, be it. That's my advice.
I love that.
Thank you so much. And don't let no one tell you no, or you can't, and you're not good, you're not pretty. They can all kiss my butt. There's no rule in drag that says you can't do it because you're not pretty.
Crystal, Sean says we love you, Crystal.
Oh, thank you, Sean.
Definitely have some fans in the comments. Love it.
Yeah, I'm glad for that. And I'm not gonna lie. So, and this is probably super cliche, but Crystal, you make a comment about not just being what you want to be, but or not just dreaming it, but being it. And that reminds me of a song in the Rocky Horror Picture Show where the good Dr. Frankenfurter sings about don't dream it, just be it. And
yes,
that's a good lesson to take into New Year.
Literally, because like if you will do it when I want something, if I need something, if I want to be something, like there's no one else gonna do it for you but you. You can have help on the way, but it's not gonna happen unless you do it. And it's okay if you fall on your face. Trust me, I've been doing this for 16 years. I've won. Luckily for me, every pageant I've done, I won. Every competition I've done, I won. But it's just because I worked hard and I was focused and I wanted it. And I was hungry. Yes, I was really, really hungry, and I ate. And I made sure I ate. So it's literally, don't let anyone tell you, no, you can't. Just do it. Just really freaking do it. But you have to know you want it. You can't just do it just because everyone else is doing it, and you're like, ooh, I'm going to be a star. No, you got to actually, it comes from my heart. So that's my advice. Don't do it just to do it.
That's good advice.
Do it because you mean it, yes.
Chris on Facebook says, great advice. So thank you for that.
I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Oh, Chris on Facebook says, great advice, Crystal.
Thank you, Chris. You're just so sweet today, Chris. I love you.
He's always. So we have just a few minutes left here, and I think that we were going to do a little bit of follow along at home kind of stuff here. Ryan, do you have anything queued up for us? A song we can dance to or something along those lines? Or do I have to sing or something?
I was hoping you were going to sing, you know?
Please don't sing.
Better you than me.
Right. Please sing, because I'm not. I lip sync for a living. So.
We got a New Year's song we can bust out. Because of Facebook, I
drink.
couldn't really get any like mainstream songs, or else it would mute all of us.
Sure.
Hold on. Let me get
All right.
cute again. Gotta
Sounds
get
like
cute.
there is a song. I hope everybody is ready to dance around a little bit.
Celebrate
Yeah,
good times.
We've all had enough to drink, I think, at this point, that that's reasonable. I would like to call out very quickly that Crystal Robertson says, thank you for a wonderful New Year brunch. You're welcome, Crystal. Thanks for joining.
Thank
Amanda
you so
and
much.
I had crab cakes and mimosas and all fun. Can't wait to see you. Aw, thanks, Crystal. All right.
Bunch of hearts out
Ryan.
for that one. That's right.
We about, yes. We about ready here? I'm about ready.
Start dancing?
Yeah. I drank all the champagne I had. And I moved up.
Feels like let's go.
Those of you who saw me at last year New Year's Eve might have an inkling of what I'm capable of when I drink enough.
You're a great dancer.
Thanks.
I witnessed it.
I'm
Yes.
probably not as good a dancer as Crystal is. I can't do flips in heels and stuff like that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I can barely walk in heels anymore. Are you kidding me?
All right. So let's do this. Do we have any more Facebook comments? I don't know if we're going to end up with a song. Facebook can be a bit of a prude when it comes to playing copyrighted content.
Mm-hmm.
I say that as a leader of an arts organization, folks.
How will I know if he really loves me?
Ooh, there we go.
Let's sing it.
Better than I can do.
I was singing. Celebrate good times. Come on.
Everybody can just imagine.
Celebration.
Everybody's gonna have that, now, just off that one line, everybody's going to have that song
Phil,
stuck in their head for the next 3 hours.
I was waiting for you to come in the background like, it's celebrate.
Celebrate.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. Well, I think we're gonna see if we can play just a couple of additional videos. Oh, see, Chris is on Facebook already telling me don't dream it, be it. Put those heels on.
I have plenty if you need some, Phil.
I'm glad to know that. I hope they're my size. Crystal,
What size shoes you wear?
10.5.
Oh, my number is 586-943.
Okay, I'll drop your line.
Just kidding.
I'll need some lessons here.
I wasn't talking. I was talking about something else, but
Your shoe size, Philip.
I haven't had quite that much.
Your shoe size, Philip. If
I got it now.
If you have big shoes, you have big socks.
That's what they say. Yes. So Crystal, Amanda says, this was awesome. Crystal, your makeup is fire. And she had some fire emojis there too.
Oh, nice. Thank you so much.
To include that part. So I do think we had a couple of additional videos that we were going to try and show here from a couple other partner organizations. Ryan, do you have those available for us, or are we going to post those to the web?
Which ones?
From Access and PFLAG. There is a PFLAG chapter in Clinton Township, too, for those of you who might not have known that. I think it's the flag chapter in the South, in Macomb County. I can't say Southeast Michigan. There may be.
Yeah, actually,
I believe
get the PFLAG one.
What's that, Ryan? Sorry?
I didn't actually get that one.
Oh, well, we'll get that posted on the web later. That one is probably the Access video as well. So
yeah, I think at this time
we're running close on time, folks. So what I'm going to do is ask each of our co-hosts for some parting comments, and we'll go ahead and bring this to a close. Cecilia, would you care to go first?
Sure. It was a real pleasure to do this today. You know, this is our first attempt to do something like this as an organization and using technology like this. And I want to really thank Ryan because he really put this all together. And there are a lot of people behind the scenes working on this, and they have worked really hard to put this together. Alyssa and Angela are another two people that really worked hard with us to put this together. And, you know, we have our hiccups, as, you know, you do when you're testing new technology, but this was a lot of fun, and we were really looking forward to this. And we were sad when we couldn't do our dragging in the new year. And so we tried to think of something fun and interactive that we could do to celebrate that we're still here and we've made it to a new year. And the work that this organization is doing and would like to do in the future is really important, I think. And I'm just really grateful for everybody who tuned in and participated. And I hope you had a lot of fun. We had fun here. And we're going to be doing, again, these type of things in the future until we can meet in person.
Yes, until we can meet in person. Ryan, do you have any? Your video just went away.
Yeah,
Crystal, do you have any final thoughts, parting words?
I actually do. I do want to say thank you for all three of you guys for this, because I've been craving drag and getting in it. Finally, you guys gave me a reason to get in it, and then the questions you guys are asking remind me of how much I love doing what I do. And there is still people, there's still people out there that care. And thank you, Phil, for bringing me, inviting me. Cecilia, thank you for keeping up on me with the technique, the app, and, you know, all the extra stuff. And of course, Ryan, for putting this together. Very smart, because I wouldn't have been able to do it.
Talking about technical difficulties.
Well, at least it's your screen, not mine. I want to look pretty.
Right, exactly.
But I can't wait for Pride, and I hope this year we can actually do it, because I was literally looking so forward for all the gigs we talked about and all the ideas. I can't say it out too loud because I don't want to give it away, but we had so many things planned. I was literally working. I was gonna move out there for a week, because just how much stuff we had planned. But thank you guys so much. I hope your New Year's, guys, starts off good, and remember to, like Ellen says, to love one each other and just live your best, perfect, positive life.
Yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thanks for being here, drinking along with us. I want to announce it's also snowing. So happy to the new year. It's snowing. Look outside, everyone. I think it's beautiful. It's time to get out and do a photo shoot or something. But no, yeah, this has been fun. It's been excellent trying to put all this together. It's been, just a lot to just do everything. And so I love it. It's fun working with everybody, getting to meet new people. Crystal, you're awesome. I love your entire look. Like, you just fire.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep, Phil, for all the work you've been putting in, and everybody on the team. I can't thank you enough for helping out and getting this all together to make it is what it is. And I can't wait, and I definitely look forward to all the other streams that we have in the in And thank you for everybody. Happy New Year.
Welcome.
Happy New Year. Don't forget to follow us online. Check out our our Facebook, our website, everything you can. Follow us, follow along. Keep up, chime in. I put together a Discord for some of the other things we're doing, but that's a side note. You can chime in on that if you use Discord.
Thank you, Margaret, for the tip. That was really sweet.
Awesome. Well, thank you, everybody. I'd like to also thank, in addition to my co-hosts Cecilia and Ryan, our special guest Crystal Harding, the Macomb County Pride Board of Directors, the volunteers who made this program today possible, our additional demonstrators, Kristen and Nick, with the coffee and food demonstrations. And don't forget, we do have a frittata recipe and demo that will be available on the Macomb County Pride website here as soon as we get those finished. Like everything else in 2020, it's taken a little longer than we anticipated to get some of that done. And again, visit MacombCountyPride.com, sign up for our email newsletter, sign up to volunteer, sign up to make a donation. And thanks again for joining us today. I think all of my co-hosts here can Oh, Ryan's got one more thing.
Oh,
What
I
did
was just
miss?
going to say, another reminder, if you do happen to make one of the breakfast specials that we did, the frittata or the biscuits and gravy, please take a photo, share it with us, tag us in the photo, whatever it is. It's just fun, add that bacon. How much bacon can you add to it? Just have fun with it and show us, let us know. I'm sure Nick would be really excited, or the coffee even. The coffee looked great.
Yeah. Awesome. Well,
yep.
I think we can give y'all one more big Happy New Year!
Woo!
Well, welcome 2021. Thanks,
Yes.
everybody, and have a great day.
Bye, guys. Thank
Bye.
you.